Like, subscribe and press the bell icon for more videos from PHN Learn. For more videos, download our app from the Play Store.
Hello guys, welcome to PHN Technology Private Limited. In today's session, we are going to learn about operators and especially conditional operators. Now, what do you understand by conditional operators? Now, from condition statement only, that word only, you can judge that this is related, these operators are related with some condition basis. Now, again, this word we have heard and we have learned about something. And those are my conditional statements, that is if else. Right? Now, this conditional operators also work similar like the if else statement. Now, in if else statement we have seen what was the process, that in if we have to write the condition, and if that condition gets satisfied, then it will give my boolean value as true, and hence the statement which is written inside the if loop, that will get executed. And if at all the statement is, the condition is false, then it is giving the boolean value as false, then it will execute the else. Right? So here in conditional operator also the condition is same, the working is same. If a particular expression gives the boolean value is true, then that expression will work, or else it will go to else part. Here the difference of this conditional operators and the if else is a statement. It gives me a block of code. That means it has its own scope over there. Whereas conditional operators is done using operators, and those operators are my question mark and colon. Through these two operators my conditional operators are done. Okay. Now let's see the coding example of this. Okay. Now this is my particular code. Okay. Now let's say I have given int a and I am printing the enter the age. What my code is about is, I want to take the age from the user, and I want to see if that age which the user has is eligible for voting or not. The same example we have studied in my conditional statement also. Let's do it with the conditional operators. Okay. So now here print scanf comma %a. Right. Then here I will write printf the, okay, here I will write a is greater than or equal to 18, bracket over here, okay, parenthesis, then question mark, then printf eligible for voting. Okay, then here else part will be printf not eligible for voting. Right? Here I will take these the whole statement into a parenthesis, complete parenthesis. Let's save this and let's see the output. Okay. First, let's run this code. Enter the age. Let's say 12. Not eligible for voting. And if let's say run this code again, and if I give 20, eligible for voting. Now what is happening here? Let's see the process of this. Okay. Now basically what is the working of that operator, that is the question mark and colons, are the first expression, whatever the first expression you have given, that is here my first expression is what? See, Here this is my first expression, that is age is greater than or equal to 18. Now then again here question mark, right? Here question mark. So then again here I will write printf you are eligible for voting. So what is happening here? If this age is this condition, this expression gets satisfied, then and then only it will go to this expression, this statement. Means only if the statement gets true, the condition gets true, then it will move on to print this. That is the statement after this question mark. This statement will means what? This statement is, consider this statement as a if statement. Means here there is a condition, right? Consider this is my if condition, and if this is satisfying, then this statement is printing. Now again, if this condition is not satisfying, then is what is happening? The other statement, which is this, the other statement is getting printed, right? Now after the colon statement is printed, means the question mark and the colon are the bifurcation, are this expression, are the operators which is bifurcating your printf and means if else and if else statements, your condition and your printf statements, right? Now here conditional statement is also doing the work of if else, right? So now what is the basic difference between them? Now firstly, in conditional operators we cannot use, or it is not advised to use a nested conditional operator statements, whereas in if else we have nested loop, we have nested if else, right? Because in conditional operators, if you nested it, then it will get more complex. It will get more difficult for the user itself to understand it, for the programmer itself. Whereas in if else, it is very easy, and we have seen that, right? Now secondly, here what happens is, in the conditional statement we can also assign a particular value to a particular variable too. But in if else what was happening? The only we were checking the condition, right? But here in conditional operator we can also assign a particular value to a particular variable. And how is it possible? Let's see through an example. Okay, so here let's just remove this code. Okay, now here let's say a is equal to 10 and then b. I have not assigned any value to my b variable. I will assign it to my conditional operator statement. Okay. Now let's say b is equal to outer parenthesis and here inner parenthesis. A is equal to 10 question mark, here 3 or colon, here 5. Save this code. Firstly, let's run the code and let's see. Okay. So here, what will be my output? Let's see. Okay, here I haven't printed my b variable, so it won't give me any output. Let's first print it, right? %d and here b. Okay, save it. Now we will see the value of b is 3 over here. Why? What happened in my code? Let's see. Here, see what is happening. I have given the a variable value as 10. Now in the first condition, what is the condition? If a is equal to 10, then b value will be assigned as 3. And if that first condition gets false, then the b value will jump to the else part, and here the else part, that means after the colon part, what is the value? 5. And now the value of b variable will be 5. Right? So let's check here if whatever I am saying is right or not. So now I know that I have changed the value of A as 11 and I know that value of A is 10, right? So let's run this code. Let's check the output. See, here it is 5. Because the first condition, my first condition is false. So it is directly jumping to the else part, and here in conditional statement we have learned that the else part is what? Which that after the colon, right? So this was your conditional operator. Now every time remember, if else statement gives you a block of code and hence there you can print multiple printf statements. There you can have as many as statements which you want. But whereas here in conditional operators you cannot have more than one statement because those are my operators. Remember, this is not giving me a block of code. Here there is none. Here there is not. Here there is no scope. Here there is no block. Then how will I declare multiple statements? I only have two operators, that is my question mark and my colon. So there in between those I can only specify a single statement, right? So these were the difference between if else and the conditional operators, and this is how your conditional operators work. Okay, so how you can use this and why you will use this? If you have if else, that is a better way actually, then why you will use conditional operators? Let's say you have only one statement and you don't need to have a block and you don't need to have so many lines consumed in that if else statement, that is if the condition then print this, that there you are adding much words, right? So here those if else words is only directly replaced by a question mark and a colon. So here writing the code is faster and a good method, because if you are writing only one statement then don't need to have a if else. You can directly jump to conditional operators and you can solve the code, right? So this is how and why you can use your conditional operators. So this was all about your operators and this is all about how you can, this is all about today's sessions. Okay, so for now, thank you and goodbye.
For more videos, download our app from the Play Store.